Have you ever thought about what it means to face your later years alone? Maybe you have noticed the calls from loved ones growing less frequent. Perhaps you have watched friends and neighbors move or pass on, leaving you with empty spaces in your life. The truth is that aging can come with a wave of solitude that many people never see coming until it is right at their doorstep. If you are feeling that weight, the quiet hush of a house once bustling with activity, know that you are not alone. More importantly, know that there are ways to turn this solitude into a meaningful, even liberating stage of life. In this video, we explore life-changing steps you can take if you are older and find yourself facing the days largely on your own. From finding new communities of support to reigniting your passions, these insights might be just what you need to transform your later years from a time of loneliness into a time of growth and purpose. Stay with me until the end, because some of these ideas are simpler than you think, and they can help you reclaim the fullness of life. Let's get started. Step 1. Embrace your emotions. The first step is to face how you truly feel. Many older people try to brush off loneliness or sadness, thinking it makes them look weak, or they feel they should be able to handle it by themselves. The truth is that there is nothing weak about acknowledging emotions like grief, isolation, or regret. Holding those feelings in only adds more stress to your life. Instead, allow yourself a moment to feel them fully. If you have lost a spouse, or you find your children have moved far away, those changes deserve to be recognized. Let yourself cry if you need to. Journaling is a great tool for this. Write down how you feel, no judgments, no rules. Just let the words flow. Sometimes the act of putting thoughts on paper can ease the burden, if only a little. In doing so, you acknowledge to yourself that your emotions matter. This acknowledgement can reduce stress and even physical ailments. Many psychologists say that suppressed emotions can fuel anxiety, insomnia, and high blood pressure. By giving yourself permission to feel lonely or sad, you set the stage for real healing and personal growth. You cannot fix something you are unwilling to see, so start by being honest with yourself about the weight you carry. Step 2. Create a new daily routine. One of the biggest traps of living alone in older age is falling into unstructured days. Without a spouse or children around, there might be no one to share breakfast with, no one to chat with over dinner. It becomes tempting to sleep late or watch television for hours, letting time drift by. But this can worsen feelings of emptiness and lethargy. The solution is to craft a structured daily routine. Make the morning something special. Brew your favorite coffee, sit in a comfortable chair, and read a few pages of a good book or a newspaper article. Schedule a short walk, even if it is just around the block, to get your body moving and your mind refreshed. Allocate specific times for chores, exercise, hobbies, and phone calls. Setting a routine not only gives you a sense of purpose, but also helps you track your mental and physical health. When you know that you go for a walk at 10 a.m. each day, for example, it becomes easier to notice if you are feeling too sluggish or if your mood is particularly low. You start to spot patterns. This is your life. Take ownership of your hours. Each day might feel more fulfilling when you know you have a plan, rather than letting time slip through your fingers. Step 3. Find your community. Humans are social creatures. Even if you identify as an introvert, living entirely in solitude can wear down your morale. The good news is that communities exist for all sorts of interests and personalities, and many are designed with older adults in mind. From senior activity centers offering card games, dance classes, or day trips, to hobby clubs where you can learn painting, knitting, or gardening, there are plenty of ways to connect with peers who share your interests. If mobility is an issue, or you live in a rural area, do not underestimate the power of online communities. You can join virtual groups via social media or websites for seniors. Voice and video calls can bridge distances, allowing you to converse face-to-face even with people in another city or country. If you are uncomfortable using new technology, libraries and senior centers often have volunteer programs to teach digital skills. Those couple of lessons could open up a whole world of connection. Some seniors say, "I have always been shy," or "I am worried I will not fit in." You might surprise yourself. Once you meet others who also feel the heaviness of solitude, you realize you are far from alone. Real friendships can grow in unexpected places: a Zoom book club, a gardening group in your town, or even a local choir if you like singing. The important part is taking the first step. Often, People on the other side are just as eager to welcome you as you are to find companionship. Step 4. Stay physically active within your limits. You have heard it before, but it is worth repeating. Regular movement can be a literal lifesaver. As we age, the risk of muscle loss, joint stiffness, and bone density decreases becomes more pronounced. Lack of physical activity can make you feel weaker, aggravate aches, and lead to a cycle of inactivity. And when you live alone, no one else may encourage you to get up and move. Start by consulting your doctor to find an exercise plan that fits your abilities. This might be anything from gentle stretching or water aerobics to a short walk around the neighborhood. Some seniors find yoga or Tai Chi helpful for flexibility and balance. Even 15 minutes a day can improve circulation and mood. If you are living with chronic pain, look for chair-based exercises or physical therapy sessions that can be done at home. Not only does physical activity improve your health, but it also helps release endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that can lift your spirit. You may notice better sleep and a clearer mind after just a week or two of consistent movement. It might also help you manage stress and loneliness, giving you a sense of accomplishment. Give your body the respect it deserves by keeping it active. A strong, flexible body can do wonders for your confidence, making day-to-day tasks easier and reducing the risk of falls. In essence, staying active is a cornerstone of living a fuller, happier life when you are older and on your own. Step 5. Find purpose in hobbies or volunteering. When your children have grown and your workdays are behind you, you might notice a void where purpose once thrived. Filling that space with meaningful activities can reignite a spark in your life. Hobbies let you explore interests you never had time for, whether it is painting, cooking, or learning a musical instrument. Volunteering at a local charity, animal shelter, or community garden also offers a powerful sense of purpose. You will see how your efforts directly help others, which can be incredibly rewarding. Consider your personal interests. Did you always want to try woodworking but never had the chance? Maybe you have a passion for history and would enjoy being a museum guide or a library assistant. Volunteering can foster new connections with people who share your drive to give back. It provides structure to your days as well, offering you something to look forward to on a weekly or daily basis. When you focus on activities that bring joy or serve others, loneliness has less room to grow in your mind. The energy that used to go into caring for children or working can flow into a purpose unique to your stage of life. No one can tell you which hobby or volunteer activity is best, but start with something that sparks even a small interest. Try it for a few weeks and see if it resonates. You might find this step to be life-changing, giving you fresh motivation every day. Step 6. Make a realistic plan for the future. Living alone has a way of placing life's unpredictability front and center. What if you fall ill or face an emergency at home? How do you navigate finances if you are forced into retirement earlier than planned? These questions deserve your attention now, not later. Creating a realistic future plan can remove a great deal of stress from your mind. First, look at your financial situation. Do you have savings or a pension that will cover housing, utilities, groceries, and any unexpected bills? If you have never made a detailed budget, now is the time. You might consider meeting with a financial advisor, especially one who specializes in retirement planning. If finances are tight, look into assistance programs or affordable housing options for seniors. Next, think about your living arrangements. Can you maintain the property on your own? Or would a smaller apartment or senior living community be a better fit? While some seniors prefer staying in the homes they have known for years, downsizing can sometimes free you from the responsibilities of a large house. Also, have a conversation with a trusted friend, family member, or neighbor about emergency contacts. Share with them any relevant medical details, like allergies, conditions, and medications. Make sure you know the local emergency numbers, particularly if you are living in a rural area or a place with unique services. Planning does not mean you expect the worst. It means you are ready for it, should it come. This level of preparedness brings peace of mind, letting you enjoy each day without constant worry. Step 7. Allow room for new companionships. At this stage in life, you might think deep companionship is a chapter long closed, especially if you have lost a spouse or grown apart from old friends. But let us challenge that assumption. New friendships, and yes, even romantic connections, are possible at any age. If you are feeling isolated, consider that there are countless other people in the same boat, wishing for someone to talk to. Look for senior dating websites if you are open to romance, or join social clubs for older adults. You may find someone who shares your love for gardening, traveling, or simply quiet evenings at home. The important thing is to remain open-minded. It can be intimidating to step out and meet new people, but remember that vulnerability can lead to genuine bond. A gentle conversation over coffee can blossom into a supportive friendship. You may be tempted to think, "No one can replace the spouse or friends I lost." And that is true. Each connection is unique. But new companionship is not about replacement. It is about adding warmth and support to your life. Even a simple friendship rooted in mutual respect can alleviate loneliness and create shared experiences worth cherishing. You might surprise yourself with how deeply you can connect, even in later years. Step 8. Develop a spiritual or mindfulness practice. Solitude often becomes a space where your internal voice is louder than ever. This is a chance to explore spirituality or mindfulness in whatever form speaks to you. Some people find comfort in prayer or attending local religious services. Others prefer meditative practices like breathing exercises, guided visualizations, or even yoga. Why is this so helpful? A spiritual or mindfulness practice can offer grounding. It helps you cope with stress, anxiety, and feelings of loneliness by centering your thoughts and emotions. Even short daily moments of reflection can guide you through life's challenges with more grace and resilience. Consider setting aside just 10 minutes each morning or evening to be still. Focus on your breathing, observe your thoughts, and let them pass by without judgment. If you prefer a structured approach, apps and online videos can walk you through easy meditations. If faith is part of your life, attend a small study group or meet with others who share your beliefs. This fosters a sense of belonging and creates supportive connections. Ultimately, when you care for your spirit, you fortify yourself against the isolation that sometimes creeps in. Being older and alone does not have to mean living in a state of constant loneliness. The steps we discussed, embracing your emotions, building routines, finding community, staying active, discovering purpose in hobbies, or volunteering, planning realistically for your future, allowing room for companionship, and exploring spiritual or mindful practices can shift your daily existence in remarkable ways. Each step, taken in small increments, adds up to a richer, more meaningful life. Yes, there will be days when you wish for the touch of a loved one who has passed, or the laughter of children in the next room. But in those quieter moments, you also find your own inner strength, a sense of self-worth that is not defined by who is or is not beside you. You see that peace of mind can come from within, guided by the decisions you make each day to live fully. Now, it is your turn. Which of these life-changing steps resonates with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below.